Salute. Grand rising to all. Grand rising to all. I know I said I was gonna come on at 8:30, y'all, but I'm up. So why not go ahead and go with it, y'all? You know, I give y'all time to come in before we start discussing everything we need to discuss. Give everybody time to come in. Make sure everyone's notifications are on. Definitely. All right, so it seems right now that we've got a classic case of F around and find out going on in this country. From Texas now to Florida, two red states with two different stand your ground laws, two different self-defense laws. And we have an incident here in Florida now. And I believe that this incident is clear cut based on Florida's stand your ground law and self-defense law. I believe that this is clear cut. Now, true, I am calling it Karmelo 2.0 only because it shows a melanin person. We have a melanin individual unaliving another YT, just like Karmelo. That is the only reason I call this the Karmelo case. You know what I'm saying? That is the only reason. All right. Everything else about the two cases are different, ladies and gentlemen. Everything else would be different. All right. So right here, what I want to do is get into the clip.
Do you think the history?
I want to get into this clip, ladies and gentlemen.
What started as a dispute over a parking spot ended with gunfire, a man dead, and a confrontation caught on camera. And investigators are now sorting through the disturbing new evidence.
NBC6's Steve Litz has a chilling video and explains why the shooter says that she acted in self-defense.
A witness captured the shooting on a cell phone. And videos from cameras on a nearby Tesla show the crime as it happened. A man and a woman are arguing. The man is seen walking toward the woman, follows her around a vehicle. A few moments later, investigators say she shot him. A relative sent us this picture of Bart de Guglielmo. He died from his injuries. It happened yesterday in the middle of the day in the Wal-Mart Supercenter parking lot on McNabb Road near Rock Island Road in North Lauderdale.
When I came, there was police officers everywhere, and I did hear a woman screaming and crying, and she was saying something, but I couldn't, but it was incoherent to me what she was saying.
Deputies confirm the woman and Di Guglielmo exchanged words over a parking spot and then the shooting. She waited for police to arrive, then told them she shot in self-defense. Tonight, she's not in jail. Prosecutors will decide if she should face criminal charges or not.
The name of that woman has not been released, but that video seems to show her placing the gun on a car and then waiting for police to arrive. It also seems to show her taunting the man while he's on the ground. More on this one as our coverage continues at 6. Reporting from North Lauderdale, I'm Steve Litz, NBC6 News.
Very disturbing.
Now, the media's job is to dress this up and to create a narrative so that they can persuade the rest of YT America that, hey, something was wrong here and feel sympathetic towards the white subject or the Spanish subject, No, those were emotions you saw. I guarantee she was telling him, I didn't want to do this. Look what you made me do. Why didn't you just leave the F alone? That's what you see her doing at the end of that video, not taunting him. Not taunting him. Those are raw emotions. The police even said that she was breaking down when they got there. Those are emotions. Those are stages and phases of emotions, ladies and gentlemen, not to be confused with anything less or anything more. But this is the media's job. And why do I say this? Well, let's find out, Let's break this down. We're going to go to 1250 podcast here. Y'all make sure y'all go subscribe to 1250 podcast. All of that.
Bushes. Come up out them bushes. Drop down that comment section. Nicole Holly says self-defense. Baltimore in the building. Bradford Collective.
Watch baseball all season long. Catch the action live with YouTube TV. Terms apply. Cancel anytime.
All right, man. We got something new up on deck, and it seems as though all of these self-defense cases now are starting to be compared to Karmelo Anthony, especially when it's dealing with a person of color or a black person. When they're doing the self-defense claim, they are comparing it to Karmelo Anthony. And somebody jumped into my inbox trying to compare situations. But what we have to understand, every situation is different because the context of the situation is different. Yes, the claim is still the same. Yes, it is still a self-defense claim, but it's not the same exact situation. The context of the matter is different. So we can't just go around saying everything is like Karmelo Anthony, and things are different, especially for this type of a case, because she used a firearm and the person never touched her at all. So, and she was on the phone. I don't know if she was on the phone with the police or what was going on, right? And also this happened in Florida. This did not happen in Texas. So even though it is a self-defense claim, it is not the same thing as the Karmelo Anthony situation.
Now, let me say this. Like I said, the only reason people are saying this is Karmelo 2.0 is because you have a white subject bullying a black person, and a black person is forced to unalive the subject who's doing the bullying, who happens to be non-black. So that is what we're saying. Now, since this happened in Florida, expect me to pay very close attention to this case. I'm going to follow this all the way because I'm in Florida. So I'm definitely going to stay glued to this and get as much information about this case out, to my followers and to the people. But one thing we're not going to do is we're not going to discredit this sister's courageous act of trying to diffuse the situation and standing up for herself, because our women have been coming under attack for a long time by these thugs, y'all. By these thugs. What's up, J-Dub? Our women have been coming under attack just like we have by these same YT thugs, y'all. And for some reason, these people have it in their heads that it's okay for them to bother us, and we have to retreat or we have to bow down because they are white. Just because you're white does not mean you're right, okay? And I'm not glad this happened, but it couldn't have happened in a better place. And thank God that it happened right there by a Tesla. She even had a subject tell her when she was getting out of her car that, hey, he moved, but he's still in the parking lot waiting on you. So be careful. Be careful. But we're going to check this out. Let's get into this, ladies and gentlemen, because I want to know what you guys think. I think based on Florida's stand your ground law, she should be good. And the only reason they may arrest her is because she's black.
Situation. All right. So we can't be going to do that, man. I know a lot of people probably doing it just to get the clicks because they know Carmelo Anthony is going to draw people, right? So they just say, "Oh, another Carmelo Anthony," because they want you to come in and get the clicks, man. So we can't be doing that though. You know what I mean? Don't fall for the buffoonery. You know what I mean? That's what my relative call it, so that's what I'm gonna call it. Buffoonery. Don't fall for the buffoonery with them just throwing the Carmelo Anthony name on it as if this situation is the same. First of all, these are two grown people, two grown adults. These are not kids, these are not children, and this happened in a public parking lot. Okay? So don't allow them to fool you with that. Don't allow them to fool you with that. But with that being said, let's start getting into some of the details of what took place, y'all. Matter of fact, I got to go right here first. Where we at? Nope, that ain't working. Hold on. It was just working. I don't know why it's doing that now. Let me see right here. Bob. Let me fix something. I hate when it was working before we went on live. Then we go on live, it looked like I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just all over the place. But that's what happens when you ain't prepared. That's what happens when you ain't prepared, man. Hey, if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. Unfortunately, I wasn't ready, so now I'm getting ready. But I got it, y'all. We back on, so let's get to it. Here we go.
A new video raising new questions about a deadly shooting outside of a Wal-Mart.
A father of three losing his life over a parking spot. And tonight, the woman accused of shooting him claims that she fired in self-defense. Local 10's Rochelle spoke exclusively to the victim's daughter. He's live down in North Lauderdale with what the video shows. Rush.
So you just mentioned this, and this is important. This woman is claiming self-defense. She'll have to argue that she had a fear, an imminent fear for her life. Well, tonight,
now listen, if you're going to call somebody a knuckle dragger, let's use this. Let's use this genetically correct. You would be the knuckle dragger, Shay Whitey. You would be the knuckle dragger, not us black folks. Black people have a 100% human DNA gene. White people don't. You have at least a 3% Neanderthal gene that contains a pig, a monkey, and a dog, all mixed and contaminated into your blood cell and your genetic structure. So don't come in here with the stupidity. We should expect it out of you because you're mixed with animals. So maybe this is your animal instinct kicking in, Calvin. Maybe this is your animal instinct kicking in, Calvin. People like you will probably end up just like the guy in this video eventually with your antics. Before you come in here and call black people knuckle draggers, no, that's you. Stop projecting. Stop projecting. You're mad because black people have a 100% human DNA gene. You don't, sir. You fry like bacon in the sun. You smell like a dog when you're wet, and you still love climbing to this day. That's why you grow hair all over your body, including your ears. Huh? You used to climbing them caves over there in the Caucasus. You still like rock climbing to this day. Don't monkeys climb? Don't monkeys got thin lips and straight hair? If you shave a monkey, ain't his skin white underneath? Huh? Don't they? Don't they get lice just like you and pick them and eat them just like you do? Exactly. Shut up. Class is in session.
we have the video, and you'll see it for yourself. And what we also have tonight are the words of the victim's daughter. And you'll see how heartbroken she is. The backstory on this case, she was estranged from her dad for many years. Recently, they were trying to rebuild their lives when he lost his life.
I was this close to signing the HELOC paperwork. I dug deeper, and here's what I learned before I signed. Let me break it down.
We're going to start this with the video. The victim with the gray shirt, the woman with the gun. There is a standoff, and then the shooting. You can hear it.
van.
Now, wait a minute. They're not bringing on any of her family. She's the woman. The man is attacking her. He's ex-military. She's not. She just happens to own a firearm, and thank God that she did, because we don't know what this knuckle dragger would have done to her had he actually closed the distance and got close to her. This sister walked through cars, around automobiles, and everything while aiming her firearm, trying to avoid this monster. But no, these white thugs, y'all, these Austin Metcalfs, you know what I'm saying, they are persistent. For some reason, they don't believe me when I tell them the bigger the bully, the bigger the grave. The bigger the bully, the bigger the grave. They don't understand when I say this. Now they're starting to get an understanding. We're not taking this no more. So this is going to work one or two ways. We're going to take the OJ case, the Karmelo case, and this case. And we're either going to be 2-1 as a Black community. We're unaliving these people and living to tell about it and not doing any, ounce of time, any amount of time, or they're going to lock her up because she's Black, which means we could be 1-2, or we could be 2-1. OJ is the one. All right. OJ is the one. Right. He shouldn't have been approaching her at all. At all. But we got old Calvin and Knuckle Dragger coming in here trying to throw his narrative around already and don't know what the hell he's talking about. He should not have been pressing her. This is a grown man and you're walking up on a woman in public, man. You think this woman finna let you walk up on her? I don't care what race she is. You're walking up on a woman, man. Y'all are known for beating your women. 2977. Tell them, J-Dub. They're known for it. When it comes to doing this to their children, taking their children's innocence, beating their women, or humping their chihuahuas, hey, they got degrees in this, y'all. Huh? They went to a college for degenerates, y'all. They got degrees. They got bachelors, you know what I'm saying, majoring in that. That's what they do. That is what they do. Let's get back to it. And then they're going to put his crying daughter on here, and they had just said that they were working on their relationship. They really didn't know each other. But let's go.
A daughter in tears. Amanda lost her 62-year-old father, Bart, shot in the stomach in a Wal-Mart parking lot, North Lauderdale.
I just don't think anybody deserves to lose their life over a parking spot.
Cops say an adult female and the victim were involved in a verbal altercation.
He did see the subject right there in a white van in the Honda, told her he's still in the parking lot waiting on you. He moved his vehicle, but he's still in the parking lot waiting on you. You notice how quick they drove off? You can see the lady sitting on the passenger side wearing white right there. I can see right through the screen. That is who told her that, be careful because he's in the parking lot waiting on you. And then he happens to walk up and approach her. This brother did not lose his life over a parking spot. That is a lie. This brother lost his life for effing with people. This brother lost his life for being 62, but still being an elementary degenerate, for not being mature enough to just walk away, leave people alone. He lost his life because he couldn't recognize he was messing with a woman, but not just any woman, a Black woman. She was not going to back down. Y'all say we complain about our women. Our women don't even back down from us. You think she's going to back down from you? Let's be 100 about this. Our women don't even back down from us. You think she's going to back down from you? Huh? What duty does she have to retreat? What duty did she have to retreat? None at all. Now, what duty did she have to stand her ground? Every duty to stand her ground. The sister kept retreating until she was ready to stand her ground. Until she was ready to stand her ground. So to me, right here, what I'm seeing, clear-cut self-defense, and she shouldn't do any time. Based on Florida stand your ground law, she shouldn't do any time.
Over a parking space in the Wal-Mart.
Now, this is what the news do. The news gotta push a narrative, right? This is what they do. They even did it with Baby Cohen, right? This is how they get people and put it in layman's terms for people to get irate and outraged, right? He didn't die over a parking spot.
He sure didn't.
Right? That is what initiated the situation, but he didn't die over a parking spot. This is what they do. A 62-year-old man died over a parking spot. No. He did not die over a parking spot. He died over his actions. That led to him losing his life, and also a gunshot wound from the lady who pulled the trigger. That's what he died from. He didn't die just over a parking spot. That's what started the altercation. Okay? Let's just get that.
And they always find a way to do it. Oh my God. All Karmelo had to do was leave from under the tent. Austin was doing the right thing, and Karmelo just should have left from under the tent when Austin told him to. And now it's, oh my God, no one should lose their life over a parking spot. Well, no one should be bullying anyone. You guys need to learn to keep your hands to yourself and control your actions and your emotions. I told y'all, black people are done with this, man. We are done with this. It is F around and find out season. It is F around and find out season. And this energy is not going anywhere in the culture, y'all. You know what I'm saying? This energy is not going to go anywhere in the black culture. And I'm telling you right now, this right here in the state of Florida would definitely start a racial war. This is definitely going to start a race war down here in Florida. Now, what happens in Texas is Texas, but y'all know about Florida. I definitely know about Florida. I've lived here all my life. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, why walk up on somebody with a heater? You know what I'm saying? You didn't think she was going to use it? You didn't think she knew how? You didn't think she knew how? So y'all factor in what they're doing right here and how we have to check them and unalive them now to protect ourselves. And then y'all look at the heat. Look at what the temperature is going to be today. Who does it seem like this earth is trying to cleanse itself of? Huh? Who does it seem like this earth is trying to cleanse itself of, ladies and gentlemen? Let's be actual, factual, and blacktual here. You know what I'm saying? Who does it seem like the earth is trying to cleanse itself of? I'm not worried about 105-degree weather. I've got a shield. It's called melanin. They're worried about it, though. They don't have that. They don't have those components. I told y'all they're mixed with Neanderthal. I told y'all. They don't have it. Snow roaches. There we go. There we go. They don't have that gene. So they're already mad. You know what I'm saying? And this fool probably would have passed out and died of a heat stroke today anyways once that heat got to him. So either way, he was probably predestinated to get the hell up out of here. He doesn't seem like anybody who should be breathing breath, you know what I'm saying, and taking up good air. Let somebody good take up that air because he was a total dickhead. Exactly. She did what she had to do. They can't alter this footage. She's got her footage. Other witnesses recorded it. You know what I'm saying? And it happened by a Tesla. We know that Tesla got about 14 different cameras on it, man, if not more. If not more. So guess what, law enforcement? You can't edit this footage. You can't make this grainy. You can't change this. It's clear cut. We see it. Y'all didn't do this in the Karmelo case. Now I want y'all to see how Florida get down, and it's a red state, right? Florida is actually showing you the footage. And I want y'all to see how Texas get down, and Texas is actually a red state. The difference is Fort Lauderdale is not a sundown town. Texas is. Huh? Northern Fort Lauderdale is not a sundown town, but Texas is. So this is going to be handled a whole different way in Florida by the water, baby. Huh? This is going to be handled a whole different way, and people are going to be ticked off because this sister, she's not going to serve any time. If they arrest her, it's because she's black and he's white. And that would be clear cut. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, from Reno to Miami, they can get the business. Look like they gonna get the business. They on a classic case of F around and find out right now. We ain't got no problem letting them know because we're not backing down. After that happened with Rick Chow and Karmelo Anthony, you know what I'm saying? And to that baby Cohen, I think the name was. Man, listen, we tired. We past tired. We are pissed. We are pissed. We are legally waiting on a chance to get back at them. You know what I'm saying? Get back at the Neanderthal. We are pissed. This ain't gonna keep happening, man. We not inferior to y'all. Y'all are inferior to us. We are the superior beings. We've been here for billions of years. When did you get here? And how did you get here? You understand what I'm saying to you? Respect is due to a dog. Why would you be walking up on a woman and pressing her like this, man? You know what I'm saying? Why would you be walking up on a woman and pressing her like this? Y'all ain't heard how our women get down in the hood, man? Y'all ain't heard all the stuff we've been saying about our own women? Huh? Y'all don't know that our women don't play the radio? That we do have some out there that's going about that business, man. And this sister was about her business, man. Grand Rising Storm, I appreciate you. I appreciate you, Storm. You know what I'm saying? That's my baby Storm right there coming in. My baby Storm. All right, so they got to realize that black or white, man, listen. I'm going to be honest. A black man probably would have retreated out of fear of what the system was going to do to him. But this black woman right here, oh, she got hard. She knows she's a woman. She's doing everything the right way. She retreated, y'all. Let's check this out. She did retreat.
Just get that clear. Don't let them fool you with this. This is how they push the narrative. This is how they play the victim. Okay, I understand. He's a victim. So guess what? We can't hold victims accountable. Guess what? That's a lie.
With a lot of detective determined that was a lie.
Wait a minute. How are they classifying him the victor when he's the aggressor? How did they classify Austin as the victim when he was clearly the aggressor? How does this go? How does this work? How do y'all determine who's the victim? She's the victim. We just saw on camera this dumbass approached her. He's victimizing her, and somehow white mainstream media is painting this guy to be the victim. She didn't approach him. She didn't wait in the parking lot for him. You know, so how does this work, man? This is what pissed me off with these snow roaches, man. You know what I'm saying? This is what pissed me off. Right, and she didn't, right. But yet they're calling him the victim. If I rewind y'all to see this sister, she had to get out of her car with her firearm, y'all, because he was lurking in the parking lot and would not leave her alone. But he's the victim? Nah. Stop playing victim, white people. Y'all always do shit and then want to cry victim and play victim. We see this all the time, man. This is like something straight out of Lifetime movie network or something, man. Be accountable.
Because that's what we do over here. We hold the victim accountable for their actions when others won't. That's what we do. But we also...
You ain't wrong. Because I enjoy this too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he's a victim of his own stupidity. And Nirvana Tyler, no, you're not wrong, because I've watched this at least 20 times and I enjoy it every time I see it. I'm waiting on the next. I told y'all with the next Austin Metcalf, please stand up. I told y'all. I put it out there in the videos in my shorts. I said, will the next Austin Metcalf please stand up? And this dumbass Neanderthal must have saw my video when I said it, because he was Austin Metcalf 2.0. 2.0. I said it. At this rate, will the next Austin Metcalf please stand up? Because there's going to be a volume full of Karmelo Anthony's out here. So you're right. He's a victim of his own stupidity. We know the law. We don't have to flee. That white privilege and that white entitlement that you have, we gave it to you. We gave it to you because we know what the system does to black people who does things to you Neanderthals. But you know what? Hey, we ready to lay down and press that and do that time. Y'all ain't finna keep pressing us. Y'all not about to keep pressing us. You know what I'm saying? We know that we are superior. You know that you are inferior. Watch how you run from the sun today. Watch how you fall out from heat strokes and heat exposure. Watch how you get all dizzy and standing up. You know what I'm saying? Watch how you have to put on all this fake behind sunscreen. Watch how you have to sit in the shade today when it's hot, but y'all claim y'all built everything in America. You couldn't build nothing. You don't see this heat wave? You ain't built a damn thing. You built all the lies you're standing on. You know what I'm saying? Right. That's what I'm saying. This is clear cut. Look at his size compared to her. But that didn't matter with Karmelo, and it was two brutes. You know what I'm saying? Two brutes. This sister shouldn't do an ounce of time. And who's ever in this Honda right here, I bet you they're going to be the reason that she does no time at all, because they warned her that this Neanderthal was still in the parking lot waiting on her. That's how she got the heads up, y'all. That's how she got the heads up. Blessed are the peacemakers, and he didn't look like he was trying to make peace to me. He's at peace now. He's at peace now. Yeah, he came out like he was Michael Myers. Let's see. I enjoy watching this too.
Let it be known that the victim should not have been a victim and lost their life because of their actions. But this is a learning lesson.
Yes, he should have known. No,
this is something that we can all learn from.
He's not a victim. He's not a victim, for one. And yes, he did deserve to lose his life for effing with people. That's usually what happens. You're playing Russian roulette with your own life. I keep telling y'all, man, there are people around here, man, who don't play that, touching on them, invading their space, walking up on them. No, nothing, man. You got people around here who's just not with it. Not with it. When they tell you, you go respect me, give me my space, you better act like it's COVID. You better give them 6 feet. You got some people around here, man, who don't play this, man. Who don't play this. So while you thinking you can bully people, while you thinking you're intimidating, no, no, you're a target. And that's what we like. You know what I'm saying? That's what we like. If we can do it and get away with it, you think we're not? We just need you to F up. And he effed up when he pressed her. He effed up when he walked up on her. See, usually something like this will end with her having a husband or a boyfriend with her, and the boyfriend having a dog walk this white guy in the parking lot. You know what I'm saying? Having to beat the hell out of him. That's usually how we're used to seeing these type of things end. This sister say, no, not today, and I don't need a brother. I don't need a brother. I got me, and I got correction in my hand. And she's filming it. So what she's saying on her camera is going to be very important, very pivotal if they actually decide to want to file charges on her. But I don't see it coming, y'all. I don't see it happening.
If a person has a weapon drawn, don't keep going towards them. I mean, I know I'm not.
He's Spanish or something, but y'all know me. He's Spanish or something. Y'all know me. If I don't see that indigenous on you right away, you know what I'm saying? Then you're a Caucasian. If you're non-black, if I don't see melanin, you're a Caucasian. Because we have Mexicans who identify as white, who fought in wars to be considered white. So you know what? I consider Mexicans, Asians, all of them to be the same thing, white. You know what I'm saying? White. Nah, he could tell right away she wasn't Caucasian. You know what I'm saying? But he should be able to tell right away this sister wasn't playing. You thought because she was retreating around those vehicles while holding that weapon, she was afraid to use it? Huh? That sister had in her head, I'm going to walk around this vehicle, I'm going to walk around this vehicle, and I'm going to stand my ground right by my vehicle. If you run up on me one more time, I'm going to pop a cap in your ass. You know what I'm saying? You're going to get one. You're going to get one. And that's exactly how it happened. Exactly how it happened.
So as soon as I see a gun, I'm the other way. You hear me? I'm not about to keep approaching nobody that got a weapon on me. We must learn from our mistakes. Or if you can't learn from your own, learn from somebody else's. Please do. But don't sit up here and try to tell me this man died over a parking spot. He died over more than just a parking spot. He died over his actions and the reactions of this woman who decided to squeeze the trigger.
Exactly.
Yep.
Wal-Mart parking lot prior to the shooting.
I don't like to
Right now.
deal with death and like talk about it. So that's why I was very hesitant.
Did y'all just see her take another step back? In Florida, she does not have the duty to retreat, and she's retreating. Did y'all just see her take another step back? So he's going to hold his arms up. She's going to walk around that SUV to the right of her, y'all. Now, she should be in control of this. She's telling him, just walk away. Just walk away. Let it go and walk away. But what does he do? Let's find out. Let's find out what the privileged, entitled Neanderthal does.
This interview.
But you are doing it. Why do you want to speak about your dad?
Because I want my dad to be remembered.
Did y'all see her take another step back in front of the SUV? Did y'all see her take another retreative step back behind that SUV, y'all? She didn't want to. See, they can't say this is malice. They can't say this was premeditated. They can't say this was intentional. We can say that for him because that was premeditated. He knew he was going to walk up on her. He parked in the parking lot and hid. He intentionally walked up on her and he intentionally had malice with her over a parking spot. So if this was him unaliving her, guess what? He's guilty because we can prove the intention, the malice, and everything. But with her, we don't see that. He thought she was pussy. He didn't know indigenous women get down. Man, listen, I keep telling you, they don't hear how us black men talk about the black women. You should have knew not to F with the black woman. We are black men and we know not to F with some of our own damn women, homie. You know what I'm saying? We know that we hold this to be true. We know. You know what I'm saying? She definitely did the right thing every single step, y'all. Every single step. Y'all, I think we're going to be 2-1. I think this sister going to get off like OJ and we're going to have to work to get Karmelo out. We should be 3-0 right now, but I think we'll be 2-1. But this is definitely going to start a race war down here in Florida. I'm telling you.
My God, it worked? It worked, dude. I told you it's legit. When I was approved for a $65,000 loan.
And that's another thing too, right? So now they got the daughter on there who really don't even know her dad. She already admitted that she just now getting to know her dad because they were so estranged for so long. She don't even know her dad. She don't even know him. She don't even know what the man capable of, right? But I understand she just lost her father. My condolences to her and the family, right? She just lost her father, okay? Now,
I'm not finna say all that, and I'm tired of black people saying that and cosplaying grief. You know what I mean? I'm not finna say may he rest in peace. I'm not gonna say, oh, I'm sorry you lost your father. No, I'm sorry your father was dumb enough to no longer be here with you. Maybe if he would have thought, hey, I'm getting things right, reconstructing my relationship with my beautiful daughter, let me walk away. That would have been a better thought. Maybe you should have crossed his mind and he would have retreated. You know, but think about it. If your father is walking up on a black woman like this, then eventually he would have walked up and put paws on you too, eventually. So I don't think he was safe. He was aggressive towards women. So whether you're his daughter or not, eventually he probably would have beat the hell out of you too at some point in life, allegedly. Allegedly.
that man should not have lost his life. Okay. Let's put that out there. I don't want nobody running because the people love to go run and say, oh, you're defending this and you're defending that.
I am. Let them say what they want.
That man should not have lost his life.
Yes, he should.
But the facts of the matter is he was feeling some type of way about a parking spot. She was feeling some type of way about the same parking spot. He got out of his vehicle and approached her while she was carrying a weapon. Bad idea.
Very bad idea. Nothing says I'm ready to go meet my maker like walking up on someone who's already holding a weapon and telling you to retreat. You know what I'm saying? He should have lost his life. I think this was, I think he was trying to commit, SUICIDE. I think he was tired of living. I think he was tired of living. You know what I'm saying? What happened to accountability? I don't know. It turned white. It turned into privilege and entitlement. If someone he thought he was bad. Oh, I'm ex-military and I've done this in the Navy and I've been to the Iraqi war, blah, blah, blah. He thought he was bad shit. He's decaying shit now. He's decomposing shit now. He thought he was the shit. He's definitely finna break up like some shit now. You know, I don't have all of that in me to say, hey, I'm sorry. No, he should have been sorry. He should have been sorry. Leave her alone, he's still alive. Austin leaves Karmelo alone, he's still alive. You know, that's how we have to break this down from a logical standpoint, because nothing about a snow roach is logical. There's nothing logical about a snow roach.
Not a very good idea. Now, my thing is, what is being said? Because that is very, very important. What is being said as he continuously walks towards her? What is being said? That's very important in this situation. Because I heard a video, and I'm going to play that video because Willie D had that video where you can hear her say, walk away. That's very important. That's very, very important. You can hear her say, walk.
See, now they had a problem when Karmelo said, touch me and see what happens. They thought that he was provoking the situation. This sister is aiming her personal firearm and telling him to walk away. If that's not defusing, if that's not trying to de-escalate, she's pointing her weapon and saying, walk away. She's not saying, I'll spill your brains. I'll do this out. And none of that. She's saying simply walk away, as if to say, leave me alone. That's no different from saying, I'm not going to let you touch me. We ain't going to F around and find out today. I see how y'all did Karmelo and y'all touched Karmelo, and then y'all railroaded Karmelo. So you know what? We're going to go ahead and neutralize this threat right now. If a police tell you to stop and you continuously walk up on that cop, he's going to do the same thing that she did. Same thing. He's going to neutralize. He's going to neutralize. Let me say it again. He's going to neutralize the threat. You know what I'm saying? Storm says we should have compassion for children, not grown ass idiots. Self-defense, period, and self-preservation. Hey, that's what it is, man. All this with them unaliving us, those times are gone, man. No more immunity, no more acquittals, no nothing. We got to stand up.
Away. And he didn't do that. So let's keep going.
For who he was and not who the media is portraying him to be.
According to investigators, the shooter, the adult female, remained on scene, cooperated with detectives, and she told them the shooting was in self-defense.
He loved his country. He loved his country.
Bart served in the military. There are no charges in this case at this point. Amanda says she was estranged from her dad for many years, but recently they were working on repairing their relationship. And just like that, a life lost.
What was he, Italian or Spanish or what? He thought he was the you know what I'm saying? He thought he was the look at him now. You ain't so big and bad now. If you'd have used them 2 feet to walk away, you still have some life and energy in those 2 feet. And you still be walking. Maybe walking towards your daughter right now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That was so dumb of you, man. You literally threw your life away. You literally threw your life away. You had every warning and every reason to back up and retreat. You are a man. Why walk up on a woman that way in a threatening manner? No matter what race she is, why walk up on a woman, man? Why? You had no respect for black people. That's what that is. He would have started with a black man the same way he started with that black woman. This guy is probably going to come out that he's racist too. It's probably going to come out that this guy is probably allegedly a racist too. You know, we were trying to tell everyone this with Jeff Metcalf, and Jeff Metcalf finally did what? Put it out there and let everyone know. Let everyone know. I guarantee it's going to come out that this guy was probably a racist bigot as well.
And throughout the interview, you can see the pain on her face.
He moved down here 3 years ago with the intentions on rebuilding the relationship.
And during the time we spoke with Amanda, the daughter, she kept repeating to me, over a parking spot, over a parking spot. Nobody deserves to lose their life over a parking spot. I want to mention this again. No charges at this point. The investigation is ongoing.
I don't get this. So was she just supposed to stand there and feel bad for him and say, hey, don't lose your life over a parking spot? We don't know what he was going to do to her over a parking spot. And y'all are sitting here saying that no one should lose their life over a parking spot. Had she let him get close, she probably would have lost her life over a parking spot. Then we'd be saying what? Yeah, he's approaching her the same way the Metcalfs approached Karmelo. The same energy, the same bullying tactics. I told y'all this is not over, y'all. There's going to be a lot of these stories taking place throughout this country. There's going to be another Austin Metcalf within 2 weeks. I'm telling you. Within the next 2 weeks, we'll be hearing a story about another Austin Metcalf. And it's going to turn out like another Karmelo. No charges just yet. You know what I'm saying? They're turning it over to the state attorney down here to see if they want to file charges. But no charges right now. You know what I'm saying? No charges right now. And it should remain that way, to be honest.
No one deserves to lose their life over a parking spot. But let's be clear. He did not lose his life over a parking spot.
Lancer 615, Grand Rising. Lancer said, the girl is clearly telling this guy, back off, giving him plenty of time to back down. He keeps approaching with intent to harm. Exactly. And down here in Florida, you can stand your ground if someone's just walking up on you in a hostile, aggressive manner. You don't have to wait for them to close the distance and get close to you. No, if they're walking up on you aggressively, you can stand your ground.
That's not why he lost his life. He lost his life due to the fact that he wanted to keep approaching somebody with a weapon, and she fired said weapon. It wasn't just over a parking spot. That's what, like, we gotta actually put stuff in context for real. We gotta actually put stuff in context for real, man. Because over a parking spot, it was more than just that. It wasn't just because of the parking spot.
New at 5, we are learning new details about a deadly shooting that broke out at a Walmart in North Lauderdale. The Broward Sheriff's Office says the woman who fatally shot the man at the store's parking lot is claiming self-defense. Tonight, the man's family is speaking out. CBS News Miami's Peter Dench is your reporter in North Lauderdale with what the man's sister had to say.
I spoke off camera with a sister of the man who was shot. She told me she's upset. But she said her brother was a Christian man and was a decorated military veteran who had served in Desert Storm in the Army National Guard.
Well, act like someone of valor, sir. Leave her alone. Act like someone with this decorated valor. Leave her alone. And why y'all interviewing his family? What about the family of the black woman? She was the initial victim. He threatened her well-being. And if it wasn't for her thinking on the fly and being courageous and standing her grounds, then we don't know what would have happened to this sister. We don't know what would have happened to this sister. Notice they're not telling you that she's got kids, she's got family, a mother, a husband, a brother, or uncle that's concerned. None of that. None of that. Is always about them. And there's always a punk ass Christian. It's always an evil ass Christian, y'all. Yep, you with your fake ass Jesus now.
The Broward Sheriff's Office has identified the man who was shot as 62-year-old Bart DeGuglielmo of Lauderhill. His sister, who shared this photo of him with us, told me,
DeGuglielmo, Bart DeGuglielmo, boy, your life was up from the start, boy. You had to live your whole life with your first name Bart and your last name DeGuglielmo. Oh yeah, you was ready to start over. You was definitely ready for a fresh start. You was definitely ready for a fresh start. You had, listen, your parents effed you up from birth, homie. From birth. From birth. Now, that didn't look very Christian to me either, walking up on her like that. What are you going to do, pray on her? He was definitely going to lay hands on her, y'all. He was definitely going to lay hands on her. But I don't think that boy's going to pray for her. He was definitely going to lay hands on her. But I don't think that boy's going to pray. Oh, Bart DeGuglielmo. DeGuglielmo. What type of freaking name is that, DeGuglielmo? You can't even spell that shit. DeGuglielmo. What? Come on, man. Come on, man.
he was a very good person who would not hurt anyone. She said he had worked as a nurse for 30 years. We just discovered he lived in a community for seniors some 3 miles away from where the incident happened. PSO says he was shot in a dispute over a parking space outside the Wal-Mart store at 7900 West McNabb Road just before 12:30 on Tuesday afternoon. DeGuglielmo was transported to Broward Health Medical Center where he later died. From Chopper 4, we saw a woman in custody in handcuffs. PSO could not confirm that this was a woman who fired her weapon, but
Yep, and you know, this is Lauderdale, y'all. Same place my grandma got unalived. My grandma talk about all the time. She got unalived in the same place. You know what I'm saying? Unalived in the same place. You know, weird name. We know. Weird name, y'all. Weird name. But yep, that is the culture of Fort Lauderdale, Broward County, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So this brings me lots of gratitude, to be honest. But like I said, my grandma was unalived by a racist down in Fort Lauderdale. And well, thank God for this sister here for unaliving this weirdo. You know what I mean? And protecting herself. I'm not going to sit here and spill all that sympathy for these people and be like, I wish you would know. No, because they don't do that for us. They don't do that for us. So I'm definitely not going to render that to them. I'm not going to render that to them. They want to act inhumane. I'm going to view them as being inhumane snow roaches from the cradle to the grave. So he gets no sympathy, no empathy from me. None. F around and find out. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. That's how this goes. Everyone should just focus on keeping their hands and their energy to themselves.
BSO says the woman involved remained on the scene and cooperated, and she said she fired in self-defense. Those are the only details being released so far. The woman has not been identified. Meanwhile, BSO says this case is being presented to the Broward State Attorney's Office to see if any charges will be filed. In North Lauderdale, Peter.
All right, so let's go over here. Willie D has something. Let me see. Willie D has something. Let's see what Willie D had for us.
Walk away, the woman says in this very short cell phone video that ends with what sounds like a single gunshot. But we are now seeing what happened in the minutes prior in this Walmart parking lot at 7900 West McNabb Road. Take a look at this dash cam video. That's the woman with the gun on the left, getting out of her car, holding a phone in her left hand and a gun in her right. A witness tells 7 News that moments before this, she'd gotten into an argument over that space.
Did y'all see when she got out of the car? that she immediately turned towards the passenger side of that Honda. There was someone on the passenger side of that Honda who told her, be careful, be safe. He moved his car, but he's still in his parking lot waiting on you. That's how she had the heads up. A little bit after that warning, he comes walking up and approaching her, y'all. Watch the footage.
With the man we see in that cell phone video. In fact, the witness says the man parked his white SUV like this, blocking the space, but minutes later he moved. She then pulls into the space, and according to the witness, she spoke briefly to the people in that white Honda, who the witness says told her the man was still in the parking lot. Then you see him, 62-year-old Bart DeGuglielmo, walking up to her. She points the gun, and for at least 30 seconds, they exchange words. At one point, he follows her as she walks around another car, still pointing the gun. He appears to...
Bruh.
Listen, I'ma just think the higher ups, this sister was strapped and ready. I'ma just think the higher ups that this sister did what she had to do to be legally strapped and ready. Huh? So let this serve to all black people. Do what y'all have to do to protect yourselves, man. Get that paperwork, man. You know what I'm saying? Get that paperwork, man. They're not expecting us, you know what I'm saying, to be able to hold each other down like this. They're not expecting us. They probably thought it was hot or it was stolen or it was illegal. He did not think that she had the kahunas to fire it, y'all. You know what I'm saying? He didn't think that she had the guts. He knows now because she put one in his guts.
He follows her around the car. Yeah, okay. Because I seen people in the comment section in one of these videos talking about that was murder. What? So she allowed him to that means that she is in retreat, which she does not have to do. Matter of fact, hold on. Let me see something right here. Hold on. Dude, let me see.
He definitely thought wrong.
Florida Stand Your Ground Law, Florida Statute 776.013 allows individuals to use deadly force in self-defense without a duty to retreat if they are in a place they have a legal right to be and reasonably believe such force is necessary to prevent imminent death, great bodily harm, or commission of a forcible felony.
Hell no, these women don't play. Hell, these women unalive us. You know? Now, you got some women around here who's aggressive and hostile who do and gets away with it. You know what I mean? But karma comes back to bite them. But hey, she was completely in the right. Completely in the right.
Okay? That's great bodily harm or the commission of a forcible felony, right? Right? So he followed her around the car. That is menacing. She don't know what he's on. Now, that is why the words that they are saying are very, very important. Right before she fired, she told him to walk away. And instead of him walking away, he continued to pursue her.
And see, they can't doctor this footage. And that state prosecutor, that state attorney, man, you've got nothing. You better not file charges. You've got a whole nothing burger here. You've got a nothing burger here. She did everything by the book. Everything by the book. By the book. So there's nothing that they can do to her. Nothing. And this guy just threw his life away for nothing. You know, I heard Ticket TV say, oh, she's going to go to prison for a long time because this guy's ex-military. That ain't got nothing to do with his stupidity. Him being ex-military has nothing to do with his own negligent, stupid ass, you know what I'm saying, persona. It's got nothing to do with his actions. All right? Karmelo saved a young baby's life. He proved that he can save a life. And what did they do? Paint a picture of him being a murderer and taking lives. So what the hell does his valor mean to us? His valor mean to us? Nothing. Nothing. It didn't even mean anything to him. Look at the way he walked up on her, y'all. He was not walking up on her to talk to her. He was not.
Not a good. What?
You big dummy.
That just wasn't smart. That just wasn't. Nah, man. You gotta do better, homie. But let's get back to the video.
You can't do better. He ain't
Let's get back to the video.
To walk away, but immediately comes back and she fires. All this time, it appears she's still on the phone. He remains conscious on the ground as one car stops, but then keeps going. Then a second car behind them. For more than 2 minutes, pedestrians and cars go by. The man was alternately sitting up and lying down, but he would later die at the hospital. Deputies arrived roughly 3 minutes after the shooting, and that woman, we're told, is claiming self-defense.
All right, fam. Ain't no claiming. That's definitely self-defense. That's definitely self-defense. She ain't got to claim nothing. That is definitely self-defense right there. That is definitely textbook self-defense. I think we're going to be 2-1. I think that we still have to work to get Karmelo free, but counting OJ and counting this sister right here, that was, you know, this sister right here alone, she did everything textbook. This sister paid attention in self-defense class. She paid attention, you know what I'm saying, in self-defense class. They teach you the same thing in martial arts. Even though you're trained, even though you can take people down, you have to be on camera de-escalating and trying to defuse the situation, telling people, leave me alone, walk away. I don't want this. You have to give at least 3 warnings. Once they walk up on you, you can do whatever you need to do, but you have to render aid afterwards. You also have to be on camera rendering aid. Rendering aid. No, she didn't ask for this crazy situation, but he asked for everything that happened to him. Lawyers ready to cake for her. This is a great win, criminally and monetarily, financially. Yeah, 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 yeah.
What are y'all thinking? Y'all know the internet is ablaze with this particular case. Self-defense.
What y'all think, fam?
Self-defense.
What y'all think, family? What do y'all think? Self-defense, or are they going to press charges? Because as of right now, they have not pressed charges on her. They're going to put it under investigation. Now, we have the words that she said prior to firing the weapon. And then she shot him in the stomach. So that tells me that she wasn't really going for lethal force, because she did not fire point blank center mass. She didn't give him a head tap. You know what I'm saying? She shot him in the stomach.
I ain't gonna lie. I think that's the only thing I would have did differently, boy. If I was her and you walking up on me and I done gave all these commands and I'm walking in between cars and vehicles and everything trying to spare you, I would have definitely gave that boy a Call of Duty head tap. You know what I'm saying? I would have definitely gave that boy a Call of Duty head tap. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. They did it to Sonia Massey. We heard the officer say, oh, no need for render medical aid. That was a headshot. She's out of here. I would have definitely gave that boy a Call of Duty. You know what I'm saying? Head tap. Real shot. Real talk. That's the only thing I would have did. Okay, you want to mess with me, but I would have gave him a third eye. I'm telling you, I would have given him a third eye quick. I would have gave that boy a third eye. So she's better than me. She aimed for the gut. You know what I'm saying? I would have took your whole noggin off. You know what I'm saying? I would have definitely opened up your third eye. Boy, listen, boy, your pineal gland would have been leaking messing with me, boy. For real. For real.
In the stomach, that's where she shot him.
Right, just call me little head tap.
So I don't, that doesn't give lethal force. And he was smart, right? Because when he hit the ground, she did not continue to fire. By her only sending one shot, that helps her case out tremendously. And by her shooting in.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, boy. I would have double tapped that boy like Zombieland, boy. I would have double tapped that boy like Zombieland, boy. They say always at least twice. Boy, like Zombieland, boy. So she really took it easy on him. She took it easy on him. He wasn't right in the head, so you should have put something in his head to make him think right. But you got him in the stomach. You know what I'm saying? You got him in the stomach.
In the stomach. That helps her case tremendously. Because she didn't shoot center mass. And she was retreating while having the weapon. Up until the point where she decided to stand her ground.
Exactly.
So she was defending herself. That's for sure.
Wait a minute. See? Now, they were calling him the victim. But did you just hear? All right, Uncle Trader said what? She was defending herself. So if she was defending herself, that makes her the victim. You know, that makes her, if she was forced to defend herself, then that means that she was the victim and he was the victimizer. But they always try to spin this, y'all. They always try to spin it. They're calling this scum the victim. Just like they called the scum Austin Metcalf a victim. When all of this could have been avoided had you kept your hands to yourself and if you would have left people the alone. Period. But they don't understand this logic. They're used to being bullies, y'all. These are descendants of colonizers, man. This is in these people, man. But that's all right, though. Y'all gonna F around and find out, man. Y'all gonna F around and definitely find out, man. I give this sister props, man, and they better not touch her, man. They better not touch her, man. Real talk.
It comes down to, was she defending herself properly by the law?
Let's hit the light,
okay,
ladies and gentlemen.
Properly by the law. So let's go back to the Florida Stand Your Ground law. Okay, let's get back to that. Pop. Here we go. We are back to it. Florida Stand Your Ground law, Florida Statute 776. We had already read that, right? So let's read the key mechanics of the law. No duty to retreat if you are attacked in any public or private space where you have a lawful right to be. You are not required to back down before using force. The Castle Doctrine, this doesn't apply in this case because they were in a public parking space in a public parking lot.
Now, the Castle Doctrine is something I was telling y'all about a couple of lives ago when I sure these people come to your home or to your vehicle, because the castle law extends, the Castle Doctrine extends from your home, private home, to your private automobile because you own that as well. So you have the right to protect your personal property. That is the Castle Doctrine. Your home is your personal property. Your vehicle is your personal property. But when it comes to standing your ground, everything that he just read, you know, no duty to retreat. If you are attacked in any public or private space where you have the lawful right to be, you are not required to back down before using force. All right? Before using force. She didn't have to back down. She didn't have to walk around that vehicle. She chose to. to give him a little bit of time to get his head right. Like, is this really what you want? Is this really what you want? No charges. This is the exact video they show in class. 3 warnings, backing away. He kept pursuing her. Exactly. She did it exactly how she was supposed to do it.
So the castle doctrine is for your home. It didn't happen at the home. Okay. Burden of proof. During pretrial immunity hearings, the burden is on the prosecution. They must prove by clear and convincing evidence that the defendant did not act in lawful self-defense. Warning shots. Florida law also permits the legal display or firing of a weapon as a warning shot without intending to hit anyone, provided it is done in lawful self-defense. Okay, so she gave a warning shot, but her warning shot connected. That was you keep running up on me. Bow, get up off me.
Exactly. Oh, you don't want to listen? Bow, you gonna listen now. And just like Austin would never put his hands on anyone else, this fool would never walk up and disrespect anyone else, especially a black woman. The hell was you think? You're better off messing with a black man than a black woman, boy. Our black women don't play. They are more violent and aggressive than we are as black men, boy. You did not want to live messing with a black woman. I'm almost scared to date a black woman, boy. What the hell you mean, boy? And you around here messing with one over a damn parking space, boy. You should have left that sister alone, boy. These black women are from another time and another planet, boy. They ain't having it.
You know what I mean? I'm gonna see if you're gonna keep coming. He didn't keep coming. He fell to the ground, and the rest is history. Unfortunately, he lost his life at the hospital, which was very unfortunate, right? Now, once again, I don't feel like he should have lost his life in this situation, okay?
I do.
But he did not lose his life.
Why do we feel like we always have to put these disclaimers out here like we're sympathetic people? I can't do that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he should have lost his life. I'm not mad that that joke is no longer here. I don't give a damn. He ain't give a damn about his own life, and I'm supposed to care about his life? I'm supposed to care about it? Damn him. The only white boy that I feel like should still be alive regardless is Charlie Kirk. And I didn't like Charlie Kirk. I just didn't see why they unalived Charlie Kirk. You know what I'm saying? I didn't see why they unalived Charlie Kirk. That is the only white boy I can say that still should be alive. It's Charlie Kirk. You know what I mean? Damn Austin and damn this Bart the Googly Elmo dude. You know what I'm saying? The only one I can say that should still be alive is Charlie Kirk. And I didn't like that SOB either. I just didn't see anything he did to warrant him losing his life. You know what I mean? I didn't see what to know. So I think Charlie Kirk should still be here. Damn Charlie Kirk, man, his lying racist ass rest in piss too. But if I'm gonna be sincere, I think Charlie Kirk should still be here. But these two slimes, Austin and Bart, man, damn them, man. You know what I'm saying? Damn them.
Because of a parking spot. No, I'm not letting that go. No. I am not going to let that go because we have to teach people lessons. People have to learn from other people's mistakes. So I cannot let that ride. I cannot let that slide. You are not about to tell me that he died over a parking spot. That wasn't the reason why he died. He died because he decided to get out of his car and to approach someone who was holding a loaded weapon and is backpedaling from him. Well, not backpedaling, but retreating from him, going around parked cars, and he continued and insisted on going towards that person with the firearm.
I wonder if he had a firearm on him. I wonder if he might have had a firearm on him himself. I'm wondering, y'all. I can't wait for everything to come out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they always the aggressors, but making up lies about the situation at hand and make their actions seem validated. Exactly. And then they know that you're going to have to go in front of a white system, a white judge, and then they think they just got this, they just got it sold up. No, you better sew that boy's stomach up. Oh, it's too late. That's the only thing you got sold up is your stomach.
Until that person.
Imagine being able to build anything just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44, a complete AI creation platform.
Shot him. That's why he lost his life. He lost his life because the woman shot him in the stomach and he didn't survive his wounds. Okay? That was the cause and effect of the gunshot wound. But prior to the gunshot wound, him continuously going after her, because that's what he was doing. Let's call it what it was. He was going after her.
Stalking, harassment.
What reason did he have to continue to try to invade her space other than to go after her and possibly do what? Don't nobody know. Don't nobody know. And she wasn't willing to allow him to get close enough to find out what his purpose was.
I like that. Hey man, how you getting cash shots and stuff, man? I don't like watching other people's videos and they getting super chats and cash shots and my crap be dry. I'm gonna have to start boycotting all y'all videos. I'm tired of that. I was watching Ticket yesterday. He was ding ding. You know what I'm saying? I'm watching this guy right here. Ding ding. I don't know how y'all get, man. I got to figure that out too. You know what I'm saying? But Realize TV says the sun got us powering up. We on go mode. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we definitely on go mode. Definitely on go mode. All right, definitely on go mode. They have to learn one way or the other. Writing a real narrative is swept under the rug and hidden in the trail of lies to cover up the real grounds of their actions. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Got him. All right, hold on. We got a super chat. All right, from King Mike's World. He says he did die over a parking spot because he wanted that spot so bad. He started harassing a woman he didn't know. Okay. He died over a parking spot, but that wasn't the only reason why he died. Okay, let me say it that way. It wasn't just over a parking spot.
All of that is irrelevant to me. He should have just left her alone. You know what I mean? That's a fact. The sun has been real close to the earth and Neanderthals are burning up and pissed while we're getting stronger. Yeah. Yeah. And yeah. Well, ladies and gentlemen, y'all let me know what you think. Y'all know I don't like to sit on here too long. If money ain't flowing, I'm going. You know what I mean? I'm always about to hustle. I'm about to grind, but I got to survive too. You know what I mean? So I'm off to make more content or go do a side job or something. You know what I'm saying? Get my money up because that don't seem to happen on YouTube. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this right here, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this. I think this is a clear, uncut case of self-defense. I think she did everything by the book, and I don't think no charges should be filed. And if they do file charges on her, we know it's because she's black. If they don't file charges on her, it's definitely going to kick off a race war down here in Florida. You know, the vampires got no problem kicking that off. And if they do charge her, I can see the indigenous, you know what I mean, protesting out here. So either way it goes, damn if we do, damn if we don't. But hey, they're going to continue to F around and find out. So we'll continue to F around and teach them. All right, with that being said, I appreciate everyone this morning. Thank you for stopping in. Thank you for your opinions, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. Time is money. I don't like to sit around, y'all, and not be making money, you know what I'm saying? So everybody be blessed, you know, y'all stay, get your one-on-one, get your one-on-one, get your one-on-one. You know what I'm saying? With the real, true, indigenous, spiritual Most High. Y'all stay prayed up, stay blessed up, stay meditated up, stay protected, stay real, stay conscious, stay uncut, be inspired, be great, be you. And I think maybe I'm going to start turning the chat off until we can start sending super chats and be more supportive. If you're noticing, that's why I'm not coming online that much anymore, because yes, I have the tribe that follows me, but I don't have a supportive tribe. I don't have what these other podcasters have, and that bothers me, because I'm never going to tell anyone anything wrong. I'm giving you all of the knowledge and proof and receipts that you need, but I don't get that financial support that I'm seeing other people get, and it bothers me. So I don't like sitting online and coming online like that, because I don't have that out of my crew. You know, so I've got to find that on social media. I don't know how they're doing that and making that happen. And I've been doing this for 6 years, but it's a little unsettling to me to be on here talking for 1 or 2 hours and there's absolutely nothing. But I can watch someone else and it's ding, 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 because these people actually support these content creators. So y'all stay prayed up, y'all stay blessed up, meditated up, protected, stay real, stay conscious, stay uncut, be inspired, be great, be you. I'm gonna go out here and do me a couple of detailed jobs, man, on some vehicles and make some cash. And this is why I've just been doing shorts and videos. I don't like doing lives anymore, because I have to sit here for hours and look at my screen with zeros on it, but everyone else's screen that I'm using with their content, oh, it's popping. And it makes me feel some type of way. So that's why I don't do lives too much, y'all. It's bullshit. And we've got to learn to be more supportive. You know what I mean? We've got to. We've got to. But I'll show you, everyone, to each their own.